International Affair with Boss Lady. This is the Woman on Top segment. I had a Woman on Top mixtape, and she was on it. The beautiful Snow, the product.
Hey.
Welcome.
What's up with it?
Hey. You shining in those gold headphones. Looking good.
Is it too bright? Is it looking crazy?
Is it shining? No. How are you? We just spent some time in Denver together.
Yes. Smoking weed. Not just joking.
For the Summer Music Conference.
Yeah.
And I know right now you're in music making mode. So yes. I appreciate you coming out to speak.
No, of course. I always come hang out with you anyway. I know. I'm happy.
Here in New York City
and
right now.
It was Women on Top. I was like, well, I'm all about that.
Absolutely.
So
You've had success, but do you feel like you are one hit away from making it to where you want to be?
I feel like I've built a foundation, and I've managed to stay in contact with my fans well enough to where when I get that one hit, everyone's one hit away.
Yeah.
But I'm not one hit away from being a one hit wonder. I'm one hit away from being known, because I know me, and I know how much I love this, and I love the fans that I have right now, that even when that happens, I'm still going to be close with them. So it's not hard. I figured out the formula for me to stay me.
I know what you're saying.
So that's all.
Absolutely. And what you said about being from an immigrant family. Now, your parents were both illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
And you...
Shouts out the illegal immigrants.
But you've taken a stand on it, a very serious one. I don't know if people have even credited you for the things that you've said in the past that have become slogans.
Fuck weed, legalize my mom.
Exactly. This, very strong stuff. When we were in Denver this weekend, I told you Cesar Chavez's grandson was in the room. You almost lost your mind. And then you told me a really interesting story about, explain to people who he is and how the conversation you had with your mom about that too, and the importance of generations and spreading awareness.
Well, there's definitely a difference between Chicanos, and that's where there's also a disconnect between Chicano rap and me being Mexican-American and being in hip-hop, and there's its own culture. And definitely I love the fact that Chicano rap has done what it's been able to do for Chicanos, but there's a difference in how you're raised. If your parents are Chicanos and you're Chicano and it keeps on going.
And Chicanos are U.S.-born Mexicans?
U.S.-born Mexicans, yeah. And then there's a difference between being first-generation, Chicano or whatever, where your parents are from Mexico, but you were raised really traditional, So I'm raised Zacatecas, Michoacan. I went to school over there. I did a lot of that. So there's some of that. It's a disconnect. And what happened with Cesar Chavez was he was defending, the laborers and even Filipino workers and a lot of different workers. And my mom, as a Mexican, she felt like he didn't like Mexicans, like the immigrants, the illegals, which I had to explain to her. I'm like, no, he was just trying to do something for the workers. And the fact that the employers or whatever were just going and getting more illegals that would do it for cheaper was kind of backtracking.
Yeah, like you said, there's layers. Like my family, when they came from overseas to Australia, they did the same thing. They changed their name. They integrated into society. But then there's always the other ones that hold on to the pride of the homeland more.
That would be my dad's side.
Yeah.
My dad, I think that's where I got instilled all this. My brother's a little more Americanized than I am. He's like, why do you always got to comment on that? Leave it alone. He's like, shut up. I'm like, no, because somebody has to do it, and it's not going to be the illegal with no voice. That's right. It's going to have to be somebody that, what are you going to do, deport me? You're not going to fucking deport me. I'm born here.
Yeah.
So I feel like I want to speak on it, and I will eventually do it. And even if it ends up meaning that it affects my career, I feel passionately about it enough that that's what I want to do.
Now listen, let's lighten things up a little bit. What is Snow like in downtime? Because we always see, like you said, you spit bars. We know that you're a studio rat. You're always recording music. You're on the road. What is something your fans who know you very well may not know about you? Just how silly do you get?
Well, we have this... Shouts out all the cars out there.
It is New York City, yeah.
We have these things called Woke Wednesday, which are now returning as Woke TV, because Weezy out here doing his Weezy Wednesdays. I was like, come on, son, I've been doing that shit for 3 years. Anyway, point is, on those you can see the ridiculousness that is my life, and we're really, I don't know. I guess it's about maneuvering through this when we don't know what we're doing. And I have some fools, potheads in my life that are just ridiculous. My family members, I try to get them to do something, they're just off doing some other shit. It's crazy. And you could see that in that whole thing.
So they got to check out Woke TV?
Woke TV, or Woke Wednesdays. Just check it out.
On
just
YouTube,
Google.
right?
Yeah.
We've joked about plastic surgery. How do you feel about that?
I think fuck it. If you can, you know what I'm saying? If there's something that you got to live with, because there's been reasons that I haven't wanted to do certain shit because I fear what my fans think, but I want to do it. And it's like, then it becomes this backwards thing where it's like, now you're not doing something because of what people
like
think.
A
Isn't that,
sword.
it's like, it's like, isn't that what people used to be scared of before? You do it because of what people think. Now you're not doing something because of what people think.
And if you're holding yourself back, well, they still love you because that means that you're not being you.
Yeah. So to me, I'm like, nah, fuck that. If I'm not happy with something, then I'm going to fucking, I'm going to work it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we're about to see Snow with a big ass booty coming up
No,
next.
no, I mean, I don't not have anything, but maybe, I don't think it would be that, but.
Where can people find you online? Everything, because you have a million things going on online.
WakeYourGameUp.com, SnowTheProduct.com, anywhere on YouTube, just like type in Snow the Product. I hate when I say that because it sounds so like, whatever, but it's like, yeah, because if you just type it in, there's like everything. It's like there's rapping, and then there's like performances, and then there's like
the vlogs.
me cutting my brother's mullet off, which is a hit.
Yeah. How many views on that? There's a lot of views on that.
I don't fucking know. I don't even keep them.
That's crazy. Your fans. Shout out to your fans. I've met some of your fans. They are really. They're really good people too. Like they really genuinely love you and love the movement, and it's very refreshing to see.
And they go hard too. Whenever there's some hate on some they will go out there.
Tattoos and everything.
Yes.
And I'm putting it out here in the universe. I was one of the first people to interview Machine Gun Kelly back in the day, and I keep saying I'm going to put you two on a tour together because I think it's a perfect match, and I'm going to put that out in the universe, and then we're going to make it happen.
We're going to do it. Lace Up and Woke is going to be working together.
Crazy.
And it's all because of you.
All right, yeah, I'll take credit for that.